Hello dear children, welcome back to Uma Talks, and here I am with Biology Standard 11th. Okay, so as you all know, we have already started with Animal Kingdom and we've started with the phylums, and today the 4 phylums which I am going to discuss with you are Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. Actually Hemichordata is a subpart of Chordata, because again when I take Chordata it's a long one, the classes, okay. So it would be difficult for you also to understand and for me to adjust in one video, okay, Hemichordata and Chordata together. So for your convenience as well as because this video would be a smaller one, so I have included Hemichordata over here. Okay children, so let us begin with Arthropoda. But before I begin, again I would like to tell you children that do subscribe the channel. Nothing goes, it does not cost you anything. The only thing is that if you have subscribed, you get the notifications as soon as a video is uploaded, and you can, whenever you feel like in your free time, you can always go to the channel and watch the videos, okay, and revise whichever portion you want to do. Otherwise you'll always have to keep asking me for the links. So do subscribe the channel, okay, and share it with your friends so that maximum people benefit. Okay, so let's begin with Arthropoda. Arthropoda, as you all know, okay, I hope you know, because in 9th standard you have done it, at least superficially, but then you have done it. Okay, Arthropoda is the phylum which includes the insects, and this is one of the largest phylum, largest animal phylum you can say, which includes the insects. Okay, now about two-thirds of the earth, okay, that is inhabited by insects, and all those insects come under this particular phylum, which is Arthropoda. Now this Arthropoda, their organisms which come into this, means the insects, okay, they possess organ level of organization. Organ level, okay, not organ system. सबसे simplest it was cells, then tissues, and then finally organ level. I told you that from simple to complex we are going. So here we have organ level of organization, organ level, okay. Then it is bilaterally symmetrical. The body, only through one symmetry it can be divided into 2 equal halves. Triploblastic, the body is made up of 3 germ layers, that is endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm, okay. Segmented, you know, if it is a worm like this, the body will be segmented. So segmented, okay. Coelomate, there will be a cavity, a hollow cavity inside. Chitinous exoskeleton, yes, the exoskeleton, the insects will have a skeleton, the upper skeleton above their body, and which is made up of chitin. आपने ये notice किया होगा बेटा during अभी जो बरसात वाला season में, okay, that some of the insects which enter your house, and if by chance they are crushed, they make a cracking sound, okay, that is due to this chitin layer, okay. And the whole body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen, okay. A small head, then a small head like this, okay, then comes the thorax and then the complete body, okay. Cockroach अगर आपको याद होगा तो head, thorax and abdomen, the body is divided. Jointed appendages, grasshopper को फिर बहुत अच्छे से देखो, उसके जो legs हैं वो jointed हैं, यानी यूं ऐसे, okay. So here there will be a joint. So jointed appendages again, अगर आर्थ्रोपोडा के कुछ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर्स जो सबसे अलग है, chitinous exoskeleton ये है, okay, jointed appendages, the body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Now respiratory organs, क्योंकि बहुत छोटे से छोटे insects भी हैं और बड़े insects भी हैं, तो respiratory organs keeps differing. Some of them have gills, okay, they have lungs and they also possess trachea. Means variety of respiratory organs these insects possess. Then open circulatory system, yes, they do not have vessels for carrying blood, so open circulatory system. Antenna, that serves as a sensory organ. Cockroach को आपने देखा होगा, वो जब move करता है तो वो अपने जो एंटीना, जो हेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स है, जो हेड से बाहर निकलता है, उससे वो मूव करता है. और अगर सामने आपने कोई लकड़ी या कुछ भी एक्सक्यूज मी कुछ डाल दिया तो वो नोटिस कर लेता है, वो एंटीना से फील कर लेता है कि देयर इज सम डेंजर एंड इट चेंजेस इट्स डायरेक्शन. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव डन इट और नॉट. आई हैव डन लॉट्स इन माय चाइल्डहुड डेज. Okay, so antenna, it also has eyes, okay, and then statocyst. This is statocyst is different. it helps in balancing the body balance organisms, and for excretion it has Malpighian tubules for excretory system. Okay. Dioecious, yes, it is the same. It's not, sexes are not separate. Okay. Then we come to oviparous. It lays eggs. Okay. It lay, those organisms which lay eggs are known as oviparous, and those which directly give birth to the young ones, they are known as viviparous. So oviparous, fertilization inside the body. Development is direct. It may be direct, means it gives rise to individuals or insects completely as it is, या larval stage, pupal stage, okay, उस तरह का होगा. जैसे सिल्कवॉर्म्स में होते हैं, direct या indirect. Next we come to, so this arthropoda. Next we come to mollusca. Mollusca, it is the second largest phylum, okay, in animal kingdom, and यहाँ पे भी इसको शंख वाला कीड़ा बोल सकते हैं. सारे शंख जो है वो वाले इंसेक्ट्स पूरे mollusca इंक्लूड करता है. Then it has organ system level of organization. This also has organ system. Body is bilaterally symmetrical. अब बार बार मैं एक ही चीज नहीं बताऊंगी बेटा. I have told you already in introduction. If you have doubt, you ask me. Indirect, I told you that the body does not resemble the parent. The young one which is born does not resemble directly to the parent. Then यहाँ पे ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक, सॉरी इंडिरेक्ट ऊपर का था. ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक, एंडोडर्म, एक्टोडर्म, मेसोडर्म, ओके, सीलोमेट. The body has got cavity. Calcareous shell, वो जो ऊपर शंख है ना, shell, that is made up of calcium. Calcareous shell it is, okay. And the body is divided into head, muscular foot. आपने स्नेल को चलते हुए देखा होगा, बहुत मार्क छोड़ के जाता है. तो उसके जो फूट है वो मस्कुलर है, उसके जो पैर है वो मस्कुलर है, और एक ऊपर की तरफ होता है, दैट इज नोन एज विसरल हम्प, जो उसके ऊपर वो लेके चलता है पूरे शंख को. तो दैट इज विसरल हम्प. और विसरल हम्प के ऊपर एक हल्का सा स्किन का लेयर है, दैट इज नोन एज मैंटल. ओके. और ये मैंटल और विसरल हम्प के बीच में कैविटी होती है जिसको बोलते हैं मैंटल कैविटी. गॉट इट. विसरल हम्प, जो स्नेल ऐसे चल रहा है, उसके ऊपर जो ऐसा ऊपर कवरिंग है, नॉट कवरिंग बोलेंगे, ऊपर जो स्वोलन पोर्शन है जिसके ऊपर शंख रहता है, दैट इज नोन एज विसरल हम्प. ओके. एंड दैट इज कवर्ड विद अ स्किनी लेयर, थिन स्किन लेयर, विच इज नोन एज मैंटल. एंड वो मैंटल और विसरल हम्प के बीच की जो कैविटी है उसको मेंटल कैविटी बोलते हैं. एंड दैट ऑल्सो इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर क्वाइट मेनी फंक्शंस, रेस्पिरेटरी फंक्शंस एंड एक्सक्रीटरी फंक्शंस. ओके. हेड में उसके दो टेंटिकल्स होते हैं. ओके. सामने की तरफ स्नेल को देखो, अगर आपने उसको छू दिया चलते हुए, उसकी बॉडी बाहर निकली रहेगी और पीछे वो लेके आता रहेगा शंख. अगर आपने टेंटिकल को छू दिया, वो सीधा अपनी बॉडी को विड्रॉ कर लेगा शंख के अंदर. So this tentacles, then mental over, this I have already told you. Okay, so it has got file-like radula. Radula बोलते हैं, which helps it to eat. Okay, feeding में help करता है. जैसे it feeds upon these leaves and all, तो leaves को file करने में काम आता है. Filing organ, okay, which is known as radula. Again, dioecious, oviparous. Oviparous, do write in the comment box and let me know what is oviparous. Example, snakes. Then we come to Echinodermata. Echinodermata normally contains starfish and all organisms like that, okay, which are radially symmetrical, can be divided into two equal halves passing through the center in any angle. Endoskeleton, okay, and it is made up of calcareous ossicles. Calcareous, calcium से छोटे छोटे calcium ossicles से बना हुआ है उसकी body. Okay, it has got spines over it, spiny body. Triploblastic, अब आपको समझ में आ गया होगा what is triploblastic. Yes, ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm, germ layer. Digestive system, which is from mouth to anus, that is complete. Okay, and it has got water vascular system, okay, which helps in, because it is in water, which helps it in locomotion, respiration, and also in transportation of food. Okay, so all this function is carried out by water vascular system. Now development is indirect because it also has a larval stage. Okay, so after that larval stage only it comes to the mature stage, the starfish. Uske baad sexes are separate. Here we have male and female, different sexes are there. Okay, sexual reproduction is found and fertilization outside the body takes place. Means male will give out sperms, female will lay the eggs, and finally the you can say fertilization outside the body. Hemichordata, children. Hemichordata, this is a subphylum of chordata, as I told you earlier. Okay, and this is marine organism. They are found in waters. Okay, and they are worm-like, completely worm-like organisms. Okay, and then you see they have organ system level of organization. Okay, maybe I'm out of the camera, but do hear my voice. Organ system level, bilateral symmetrical, then triploblastic. Triploblastic is again, write it in the comment box. I would like to know that you are hearing it and you are actually understanding. Okay, coelomate. Okay, coelomate having cavity, and the body is divided into proboscis, collar and trunk. Okay, proboscis, collar and trunk. Here the body is divided into proboscis, collar and trunk, and it has got open circulatory system. Open circulatory system, the blood does not move through vessels. Respiration in the form of gills. They have gills for respiration, and then excretory organ is proboscis gland. Okay, the gland which is present in the proboscis. Sexes are separate, male and female are separate. Okay, and then fertilization again takes place outside the body, not inside the body. Development is indirect. Okay, and example over here is the Melanoglossus. So hope you must have understood. Okay, and do go through the text also, see the diagrams, and if any doubts, any terms which you are not able to understand, do ask me in the comment box. And I've asked you some of the things. Do let me know what you understand by them. Do let me know what you mean by triploblastic. Okay, then dioecious, monoecious, oviparous. Okay, all these terms. Let me know what actually you mean by it, so that yes, direct and indirect development, that also. So all those students, those who see it, let me know what these terms mean. So I'll understand that you have understood. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.